I like to call them serial squatters. That's what they do.
There's a North Texas couple out there tonight playing a very aggravating game of cat and mouse with other people's homes. They move in and then refuse to move out, owing homeowners tens of thousands of dollars.
Our consumer justice investigator, Kristine is joining us right now. You have spent months working on this story.
Yeah, I'm going to introduce you to Heather and William Schwab. Court records show that they've been getting evicted since 2005. They were kicked out of 8 homes just in the last 2 years. And we found they keep moving into nicer and more expensive places.
I spent 2 hours with them.
Kristine Reddick was trying to find the perfect family to rent her late father's home. She thought Heather and William Eric Schwab were it.
And that's how important this was. We did one of these for hours. It's not like, here's your keys, come on in.
She says everything on their application checked out, from salary to rental history.
How much was rent a month?
It was over 2.
Right away, the rent check bounced and the excuses started.
Can't talk. Eric's grandmother died. CPS is coming over. I got fired at my job. You can only go so far with a story. I was born at night, not last night.
Kristine started the eviction process.
There's a process, and the weird thing is it protects them or buys them more time.
The Schwabs moved in July and were kicked out 5 months later.
There was stuff everywhere. They smoked in the house. My pool was now a Mountain Dew green.
They still owe her more than $7,000. Kristine, a realtor, said they lied on their application.
Nobody in their right mind would lease to somebody with all those evictions.
She had no idea the Schwabs had been doing this for years. Court records show they were evicted at least 14 times before moving into Kristine's home. Former landlords say they use fake information to get in and work the system to stay as long as possible without paying. And they bring several kids and pets along with them.
What I don't understand is how.
Records show the Schwabs were evicted 2 more times before moving into Dustin and Arlene Harrison's home in Carrollton.
They made it a big deal, like, hey, it's Thanksgiving, we just need to get in real quick, and it just seemed like good guys, good people, to be honest.
The Schwabs claim they were military veterans, just like the Harrisons, and small business owners.
And they owned their own collection agency.
The first check was no good.
It bounced, but they're already in. But that's a part of their thing.
Dustin said he kept covering rent, giving them more time.
I'm just a good old East Texas boy, I'll help you out.
Then the Harrisons started getting foreclosure notices.
We were paying a mortgage on a home that they were just squatting in.
The Harrisons tried to evict the Schwabs themselves, but quickly learned
these people know more than we do. So I contacted a lawyer.
I like to call them serial squatters. That's what they do.
The Harrisons hired attorney Marc. Gerling knew the Schwabs. He had just evicted them from a home in Louisville.
They know eviction law in some cases as well as many attorneys.
The Schwabs were kicked out of the Harrisons' home 7 months after moving in.
The animals peed everywhere. It was really gross.
It was horrible.
And thanks to the Schwabs, their credit was now horrible too.
I don't know if we should tell you credit scores, but we're a 780. I'm a 530.
The Schwabs left the Harrisons' home and moved into a house a mile away. They were evicted. They moved 0.9 miles from that home and were evicted again.
These people are chronically just victimizing, and no one's holding them accountable.
We found the Schwabs had moved into a gated community in Frisco. They were living in this $450,000 home, got evicted, and moved 0.3 miles away to another home in the same development. We tracked down Heather outside of court on a bad check charge.
We'd like to talk to you about all your evictions. We found at least 20 over the last 17 years.
First, she claimed ignorance.
What are you talking about?
Well, you and your husband, you don't pay rent and you keep going into more expensive homes when you owe thousands of dollars in back rent.
No idea what you're talking about.
Then she said it was another Heather Schwab.
Well, I know there's another Heather Schwab, in fact, in the same court I am. So
no, it's definitely you. We've been investigating this for months.
For months? I cannot help you.
But you're the one who did it.
Ma'am, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Here, let's go over all of these landlords.
Well,
Kristine Reddick, Matthew Lawbert.
I've got an appointment.
Do you plan on paying any of this rent?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Heather.
Now, excuse me.
About a month after Heather and I talked, the Schwabs were getting evicted again.
I'm just still in shock.
Christy Merrill said Heather and William owe them at least $4,000.
I think it's criminal to move into a house knowing you have no intentions of paying rent.
Their attorney is Jeff Sprigg.
The Schwabs like to game the system.
Sprigg, too, had just evicted the Schwabs.
They know what to look for. They know who their victims are going to be.
In court fighting the eviction, William Schwab said they were too poor to pay, and they only made $3,500 a month. Sprigg showed the judge their W-2, which shows they made more than $15,000 a month. Days after that court appearance, they were evicted in the beginning of October.
The whole house is missing smoke detectors. Trash, I think this is dog poop.
They moved from the Merrills to a $473,000 four-bedroom located just 10 homes away.
If you could say something to the Schwabs, what would you say?
How do you sleep at night?
So the homeowner in their new place is currently trying to evict them. That homeowner hired attorney Jeff Sprigg, who told us that the Schwabs will sometimes target homes that are for sale. They say they're going to buy the place and pay rent until closing. That way they don't have to go through any background check or fill out a rental application.
I'm going to echo what every one of you are probably feeling right now, and that is we have zero vested interest in these properties, and blood is boiling. How do they get away with this?
Right. Everybody wants to know, right? How do they keep doing this? Well, everyone that we talked to told us it's civil, not criminal. We talked to a lawmaker trying to change that. We'll explain how he wants to stop these serial squatters. We'll have that part of that story tomorrow.
You'd think there'd be something to stop them, but apparently at the moment there's not.
Right, and they don't care about civil. They don't care about judgments or
Cannot wait for tomorrow night.
Oh my
Follow
gosh,
up. Thank
yes.
You bet.
Wow, we are glued. Okay, so if you need consumer justice, you know Kristine is here for you. She proves it every time she's up here with us. You can call her or send her an email. Her number, 817-586-7211. Her email address is consumerjustice@ktvt.com.